Merry meet, everyone. This is Lua Soleil from Cauldron of Avalon, and today I wanted to talk about Cerridwen. As we are ending Samhain and beginning to feel the stillness of Yule, and as we are welcoming Danu, or Aryan Rod, or other goddesses into our lives this time of the year, I wanted to finish a kind of wrapping up this season of Samhain, talking about Cerridwen and my experiences with her. I know the dark goddess, however you call her, is not very pleasant for everyone, and I'd like to talk a bit in favor of her, because if you let her in, of course she's going to destroy some parts of your life, but just the parts of your life that are not right for you, that are not making you happy, actually. You may think that they are for you, but if you ask for her help and she does something in your life that you at first don't like, you have to think that it is because you asked for her help, and because she is helping, although you may not see it at the beginning. Change is a very hard process, can be very hard, but it's not ugly as it may seem. In our society nowadays, we are told that, it's not that we are told, we kind of feel that change is not good for us. We try to keep things going just as we know them for as long as we can. We don't want to quit the people who make our lives bad or even impossible. We don't want to throw away stuff that we no longer use. But if we look at nature, we will see that nature is always changing. And it's always changing for good. In the autumn, when it is Mother Earth time and then Cerridwen's time of the year, we can see how trees become yellow or orange, and we are fascinated with that. And what the trees are doing is to lose what they are not longer going to need in the winter. And I don't know why, if we find autumn beautiful, why don't we find that autumn beautiful within ourselves? We scream and shout and fight change, and that is running opposite to the exit all the time. Cerridwen is seen as a bad goddess, or not for everyone, but for some people. But she is necessary. Imagine if nature stayed the same all the time. Nature would die. If we stayed the same all along, every day, for the rest of our lives, we would die too. We would stay with people who are hurting us. We would not change our jobs, even if they are not good for us. We would stay in places that are bad for our growth. As the trees, we need to throw away what no longer serves us to grow or in our higher purpose in this life. And I found that if you let Cerridwen in and you don't fight her, change is indeed beautiful and constructive. It doesn't mean that it will not hurt, but the more you let her in, the more you let her transform your life for good, the less painful it is. I wasn't listening to her at all 2 years ago, and she destroyed everything I had built. Because I had built a wrong life for me. It was okay, it wasn't a bad life, but I wasn't serving to my real purpose. And I was so blind that I wouldn't listen to her. I wouldn't see her signs. She always gives you signs of change. She gives you intuitions and feelings of this is wrong, this is not for me, I don't like this. But most of us don't want to listen to those signs or those messages because they are unpleasant. And we don't want to say, yes, okay, I was wrong, this is not for me. Because we put so much effort to build what we have that we think that we're going to waste the time that we invested building those things. But when that happens, we are wasting more time than if we just stop doing what we are doing. But I wouldn't stop. As I said, this was 2 years and some months ago. And so she had to come in with all her force, of course, to take me screaming and kicking to her cauldron. And then I suddenly found myself down there just asking why and why me. But it all hit me so hard because I wasn't listening to my own body, mind and soul. If I had listened to myself, then I would have quit earlier or done things differently and changed in a more peaceful way. So, as hard as it is, I've seen that if you let her in now and then, she magically transforms you for the greater good, for your own good, in a more peaceful and graceful way. So you don't have to have a breakdown every time she comes in. And you can see her then as a very constructive mother, as an understanding, wise figure who would take your hand through the hard times and guide you to the light, actually. She can be the light in the dark of the year and of your life. We called her the dark goddess because she brings darkness, or because she appears at the dark time of the year when days are short and we don't have out of sunshine. But actually, she is the light in the dark. Sometimes she can kind of leave you alone in the cauldron, but what I figured out is that she's not really gone. She's just looking after you from the outside, so you can figure out by yourself what you need to figure out, what the problem is, what is making you sad, or what is causing you trouble. And then you can have a little or a massive breakdown, but the moment you surrender to that, she is there to wipe out your tears, to say, I am here for you, I will guide you. You did all the work now. You let me in. You let change happen. You surrendered to change for your own good and your own beauty. And now I am steering my cauldron for you to give you a much better life than you imagined. That is the truth. She always does what she does for your own good. So whatever dark goddess you worship or you like Hecate or Kali, they are all different aspects, of course, of the dark goddess. In my case, it's Cerridwen, the one that's been in my life. But whatever goddess you call, whatever dark goddess you call, you have to know that they are not bad. They are not there to hurt you. They will never hurt you. You may feel hurt, you may feel sad with the situations you're going through, but that's because you were attached to that situations or that person who she took away. It's not because change was bad. I think from every bad experience we can get something beautiful. Some really bad experiences make people realize that life is beautiful. Some people need to go through massive breakdowns to figure out what they want from life, what life is all about, or to realize how beautiful their lives are. That people don't have to be you. You don't need to have massive breakdowns. You can just visit Cerridwen every Samhain season, or every now and then through the year, and ask her to gently help you remove that things in your life that are no longer serving you or no longer making you happy. And that way you're going to have much easier transitions and changes, and you're going to see the beauty in it, in change. You also have to remember that she gives us what we need in the moment that we need it, not before nor after. So she also teaches us patience, acceptance. Everything has its own time and place, and she can teach you the patience of the old woman who has seen everything in her life and knows what everyone needs and knows how to be patient. She teaches us the beauty of chaos and change, and she is death but also rebirth. She teaches us that death just means rebirth, that when we let go of things that you no longer need or that are hurting you, you experience a little death, but you're making space for new life. Also, when you die, you're just preparing for your next rebirth. And if you are experiencing death or chaos or a really deep transformation, maybe a hurting one, know that after chaos comes stillness and joy. The stillness of Yule, of Danu, of Aryanrod, the joy of festivities and rebirth, and you'll feel that. Just allow yourself to flow with life, flow through your transformation, and know that she'll be there. The Dark Goddess will be taking care of you and guiding you to that stillness, that light, and that rebirth. Thank you guys for listening, for watching this first video of Cerridwen of Avalon. I am Louis Lay, and if you liked it, give me a like, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Blessed be.